Mr. Brar, we are at Kia. We've seen a new concept, the EV9. We've got the KA4 as well. This isn't a concept, but almost production ready. What's the strategy Kia is following for now? Now that most of the products are already out of the market, this is entirely a new roadmap that you are taking.
Yeah, so as you can see, our theme for Auto Expo is an inspiring tomorrow, and we want to inspire our consumer, the people at large, with the new products which we are trying to showcase here. These are concepts, and we are trying to gauge the response in terms of how they're liking the design, the features, and very importantly, what price points are they looking at. Looking at the future by 2025, we want to enter into the mainstream electric vehicles, and we will be launching a grounds up EV, which is specifically made in India, made for India, and that's what we are looking at. EV6 has been a great success, and we were planning about 100 units, got a great response, sold 400 cars. So we would, like our strategy in the past, we always try to start tops down, and that has given us results because the brand image gets a huge boost, and this is what we have started with the EVs as well. So we are preparing ourselves with a 2,000 crore investment into the Indian market, and this is thanks to the Indian government production linked incentive program, wherein we will be investing this 2,000 crores in manufacturing, in research and development, and also in development of the charging infrastructure. So all put together, that's what our game plan is. And on top of that, Kia Corporation is investing $22 billion in battery electric vehicles, and we are looking at, planning 14 battery electric vehicles globally till 2027, and of course some of those cars we are exploring for the Indian market. So overall, very excited over the next 4-5 years, because the EVs will start gaining momentum, and I think we'll be entering just at the right time.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you almost have about 19% market share presently for the number of years that you've been here, which is not very, very long. That's a very rapid, very rapid growth and very enviable growth
Yeah.
for any manufacturer in the country, for that matter. And it's come on the backs of some very strong products, some very good products. We're seeing something new over here now. How close do you think is something like the EV9 from going into production and coming out in a market like India?
So globally, we are looking at EV9 because, as you rightly mentioned, we have launched 5 products in less than 3 years, which has been the fastest entry in this space, and hence the volume. So we want to give the existing product portfolio kind of a little bit more space to grow and consolidate themselves, and then in the next phase we will look at all these cars. So this year we are looking at consolidating, because moving from 40,000 units in year 1 to almost 254,000 in the year 3, it's almost 6 times growth, and having close to 7% market share. So we try to improve our capacity so that we could meet the demand, but right now our focus is on meeting the demand of the existing customers rather than adding more cars into the portfolio. So I think these cars have to wait for some time. Maybe next year we'll start exploring once we have given enough time to our existing 5 cars.
All right. Let me come back to the EV6, which was which was your first electric car in the market. Now, there was a commitment about manufacturing the EV6. How far has that plan progressed?
There was no plan to really manufacture. We always felt that CPU is the best route, because we weren't looking at huge volumes, and unless you have volumes on your side, it doesn't make sense to get into local manufacturing. So we still feel with the kind of market it has, I think CPU is still is the best route, and we would like to go into manufacturing when we get into the mass market.
Right. Can you take us a bit more about the KA4 and its plans? What are the plans for this product in India as well?
So right now, as I mentioned, we are exploring both these cars, the K4 and the EV9, looking at what kind of are the people liking this new styling, the interiors, the new luxury, and very important, the ADAS features that we are bringing in. And one of the most critical component which we want to understand from our consumer is what is the price point they are looking at this car. So once we do this comprehensive study during this Auto Expo, I think then we'll take a call after that. But right now, our focus is on making sure that the existing Carnival has, since we already have a lot of booking, how we can ramp up the production and give our consumers quicker possible delivery. And maybe, as I said, once we consolidate our existing lineup next year, we will see when do we want to bring in these newer models.
Well, I'm certain the market is definitely looking forward to what Kia has to offer in India. It's been an exciting journey so far. I'm sure there's a lot more excitement up ahead. Thank you so much for spending some time with us, Harpreet, and
Thank you.
pleasure talking to you as
Thank
always.
you, Bert,
Thank
for
you.
being here.